Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing a new video review for you guys, and this time I am talking about Transformers Robots in Disguise Episode 1. And this is of course the 2015 series, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. Basically the story is, without spoiling much, is that during a capture for Sideswipe, Bumblebee sees Optimus Prime's face in the water, or Energon, or whatever you want to call it. And Optimus Prime is actually leading a trail for Bumblebee to go back to Earth because something major is going to happen at Earth. So, Bumblebee gets led to Earth through the space bridge, but unfortunately he can't go back from the space bridge because it's only got one way. So he, unfortunately, has Strong Arm and Sideswipe that kind of tagged along for the adventure. Meanwhile, Fix-It and the crashed ship of Alchemorism, whatever it was, is already on Earth. And it's already crash-landed. Actually, it crashes during the episode, but we only hear it. Anyway, so Fix-It is trying to fix stuff, and then all the Autobots, join up with him, and apparently there's a lot of Decepticons on the loose, including Underbite, which is seen in this episode. And during all that, Russell and his dad, meets up at his dad's scrapyard of wonders and nostalgia, which is awesome. And Russell gets tagged along with Sideswipe during the whole fight with Underbite. So that's pretty much a rundown of this episode. Now, with that being said, I don't think it was the best intro for Transformers Robots in Disguise, but it progressed pretty well. Like, later on, it seemed to go better, and it had more development with the episode. It definitely kept my interest as it was going, and kept me on my toes, pretty much. Now, with that being said, the very first line is actually Bumblebee narrating, and that whole entire thing could have been cut out, and it would have been fine. That whole entire thing could have been cut out, because all it is Cybertron, my name is Bumblebee, I am the police officer, or something like that. And that's it. That's all you're going to intro with? Cybertron, my name is Bumblebee. A lot of other series that start off with a narrative on Cybertron usually says something like Cybertron, it's been inhabited. Well, in this version, it's now habited because of what happened during Transformers Prime. So now there's all the people in the cities and whatnot. There's a moth flying around. Go away. Anyways, it doesn't start off with that, and it doesn't say anything about Transformers Prime, which might be a good thing for the newcomers, but still, that might have been something to kind of mention a little bit more, honestly. All it is Cybertron, my name is Bumblebee. There you go, deal with it. Sideswipe is an asshole. I mean, I get what his character is going for, like, oh, I don't go by the rules. I'm pretty much the opposite of Strong Arm, which actually goes by the rules and whatnot. And eventually I'm going to have to learn from her, and she's going to have to learn from me that to not go by the rules 24/7. But Sideswipe is an asshole because you see the Optimus Prime statue, and he's pretty much disgracing it. And God, what an asshole. But I do like the look of Sideswipe, and I think he'll be better off during the series, but right now it just kind of seems like a pretty simple character, honestly. Which I'm not saying that doesn't work for Sideswipe, but his character is pretty much just flat out like a one-page character or one-paragraph character. It's pretty much just, I don't go by the book. So barely a sentence. Anyways, we do also get to see Strong Arm, and again, quite obviously, they're going to have to learn from each other and probably be more or less like each other. Like, Strong Arm's got to be less from the rules, and Sideswipe's got to be more into the rules or whatever. You know what I'm saying. anyways, with that being said, you also see a bunch of statues with Optimus Prime. I'm not sure if that's the original Primes or if that's the Transformers Prime cast we've seen before. Because there is one that obviously looks like Bulkhead. There is obviously that one that looks like Ratchet. And then there's one that looks like Cliffjumper with a huge beard and mustache. I don't know if Cliffjumper shaved at some point and that's him, or maybe it's Tailgate? It could be? I really have no idea. But it just looked like them. If they're the Primes, they're the Primes, but they do look somewhat like Team Prime from the original series. With that being said, there's not really much more to discuss as far as that. It seemed a little too simple at the beginning, but it progressed really well. I wish it was more like Transformers Animated. It is very much like Transformers Animated in the sense that Cybertron is actually inhabited, and you see all these people and whatnot, and that's very cool, but with Transformers Animated, they used a lot of original Transformers characters, like Warpath, or Perceptor, or I think Wingsaber, or something like that. Would be seen in some of the shots in the background or something like that. I'm trying to think of some of the other characters. Huffer and Pipes, you know, would be kind of featured in a Transformers animated episode at Cybertron. I kind of wish they did that a little bit more for this series. Even if they don't make a toy of whoever, that's just something that I was really hoping for. And I think it's a lost potential. I understand why they didn't do it. But for me, honestly, I think that's kind of a missed opportunity. You can have so many cameos of these certain characters, and I know that most of them wouldn't be made into toys. I mean, most of the Transformers animated characters on Cybertron never got made into toys. I mean, I still want that Strika figure. But with that being said, I just feel it was a lost opportunity. So with that being said, that is my review of Transformers Robots in Disguise 2015, Episode 1. And while I don't think it was a great beginning, it progressed well, but I don't think it's the best start of the series. I have seen up to Episode 20 so far, and the show has progressed in some ways more than others, in a way. But for this start, I'm not feeling it 100%. I can see why people just don't like it, or don't get into any of the characters. I like Fix-It, personally. But it is what it is. So, for a start, I don't think it was a strong start, but it definitely progressed pretty well, and you know, it kept me up off my toes, or on my toes, I should say. So, at least it did that. Anyways, that is pretty much it. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. Sorry about that. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.